Hey everybody, welcome back to the stream. We're going to get back into this as Finland, and as we're taking a kind of higher view right now, Finland's doing pretty well for itself, and we're aiming to reintegrate and reform Sweden. So Sweden has not been in the game for quite a long time, probably about 100 years or so, I don't even know, probably even longer than that. But our kingdom was split upon succession, so the Kingdom of Lithuania now belongs to our brother, King Paavo, who has a few children, but you know, that's great. He's reformed Sumunusko. It's all good. Princess Herta of Lithuania. These are all, I don't know if this is a matrilineal marriage, but this should be within our dynasty. So that'll increase our prestige. I was just thinking, you know, we lost a bunch of our territories because of partition. So, for example, we only have 2 out of 6 holdings. 2 of them, one of them being the county of Turku, the other one being Rikala, which is a shrine that we have. Rauma now belongs to the Grand Mistress of the Sons of Kalevala, our holy order. So that's kind of interesting. We're not necessarily their patron. I don't know why we lost that patron status. We were the patron. Now we're not. And so now our brother, Prince Aimona, has control of Satakuntan Usima, which we renamed from Nyland to Usima. And Avenanma, which we renamed from Åland, to give it more of a Finnish flavor. Now we also have a few. Now we recently, well, with the previous monarch, we were able to gain Novgorod from Gaivash. So now Novgorod is technically ours as well. Prince Mieliti is now the ruler. He is our brother. That's part of our dynasty as well, but not our direct holding, but part of Finland in general. So Lithuania now has the Duchy of Courland, or at least within. There we go. He has a bunch of claims. He has Lithuania, and he has a bunch of land right here. The Duchy of Masuria, which I believe we created, yes, and the Duchy of Prussia. So the Kingdom of Lithuania has the title of the Kingdom of Lithuania and the County of Nydong, but within his realm, he has a few other things that are part of the Duchy of Prussia and the Duchy of Masuria. And I don't even know what happened to our other duchy. I think it just got destroyed again. No, it's actually there. I just don't know who holds it. Now, we do have something going on here. I don't know who this is. Babruisk. Let's take a step back. Now, it looks like this kind of split up. Gaivash is here. Lukomir, HoI4 has a couple of territories we want. Number one, this belongs to Novgorod. And we also want the County of Edzeme so we can actually form the Duchy of Livonia, which we can do anyway. Now, in terms of the title of the Kingdom of Lithuania, that actually, I don't even know if that exists. I thought it was the Gaivash kingdoms, but maybe we can create it ourselves. Let's take a look here. De jure part of the Duchy of Livonia. I don't know if we can even create the Kingdom of Estonia. It doesn't seem to be an option. This used to be part of it, then we had it switch over to us, and now it's just going to be part of it. I think they might have destroyed the title. We might not even be able to create the title anymore. Well, we do have the land for it. I just don't know where that comes in. So if we take a look here at our titles, we have the Duchy of Estonia, and it's de jure part of the Kingdom of Finland. I don't even know. I don't know where the Kingdom of Estonia went. It used to be part of the Gaivash's kingdom here, but it's not anymore. You know what? They had that. I think they had that kind of sway towards them, the way that we've done with a couple of these things. So the Duchy of Visby is now part of the Kingdom of Finland by default, de jure. Same thing with the Duchy of Uppland, which is now de jure. Oh, it's part of the Kingdom of Sweden. Not quite there yet. We are working on having that sway to us, and that has about 4 years left, and that'll be part of the Kingdom of Finland as well. Now, if we look here, we look at the de jure kingdoms. Oh, Gaivash. Okay, so Gaivash became... so Gaivash is Estonia. So that's what it is. Gaivash is the Kingdom of Estonia. It used to be the Kingdom of Estonia, but is now de jure duchy, so the Kingdom of Estonia. So they renamed it the Gaivash Kingdom. So inside our realm is Novgorod, and then they have a bunch of these other holdings, the Duchy of Livonia. We do have 8 of 9 required counties, so we can do that. But as we've seen repeatedly, this has happened twice now, our kingdom will be split up because there's no way of us keeping that kingdom title. So one thing I want to do, which is our primary goal here, is to pass high succession or high partition So if we look at our laws here, these are all fine. I don't necessarily need to add any of those kinds of partition laws. But if we look at our kingdom and we look at a succession here, Prince Carlo is going to be getting 4 titles: the Kingdom of Finland, the Duchy of Finland, and then the County of Turku and the Shrine of Rikala, but we don't actually have anything outside of that. That's going to be kind of tough. So we want to be able to change this partition law to high partition. The lion's share of the tiles will go to your heir, the rest will be divided amongst the rest of your children. So I'm assuming that means the kingdoms are going to be remaining, the highest titles will be passed on from kid to kid, or from the eldest, or from the ruling monarch to whoever they choose to be their heir. So Duke Kolev Pohjanmaa, he doesn't like us. This is one of those things that we need to have as a positive value, so then we can change that succession law. And Prince Carlo, do we have any other children? I think we do. We have a couple of other kids, but they're not in line. At least directly. It's Prince Carlo, then Paavo, then Princess Tuli, and Prince Valta. I don't know who Paavo is. My grandson. Okay, because of this, it's actually going to be Prince Carlo and then his children first. So, he's not a terribly strong ruler. I mean, nah, not really. We've had a very, very strong line. We've been fortunate to have very, very strong monarchs. The last few monarchs have been extremely strong. But, you know, can't be the same way for everybody. Now, if we want to look west here, the Kingdom of Sweden is not formed, right? So, we need 13 de jure counties. We only have 8. But it doesn't matter, because unless we were able to pass high partition, all of that will be passed on to somebody else. So, the thing that we could do, if we take a look here, again, at this map, Sweden, this is a bunch of land right here. Some of it belongs to the Gaivash, so go to war with them for that. West Francia owns some of it. This is Kinda. It's an independent ruler. I don't know why they won't take our vassalage offer, but I don't know how they're able to remain independent. But they're allied to the Duke of Prussia, and then West Francia owns Skåne down here, and HoI4 owns this. So obviously Gaivash is our next target. Occupant Count Lidic of Babruisk. And so if we want to do this, the problem is I don't know if we have a good casus belli. So if we declare war, we can seize the Duchy of Karelia, which is actually, we should do that. That's technically within the Kingdom of Finland's boundaries. So that's something we could just take and nobody else will have a claim to it. Now we can seize the de jure county, one at a time. This is going to be really, really hard to do. Count Shvarnas's claims. I don't even know where those claims are. Oh, that's over here. Rieti's claims. There's one. Gelenis's claims. I don't even know where her claims are. Oh, yeah, same thing. Now, we can't, we don't have any other CBs right here. So, we can't really just take this land. We need to be able to see who has the title. So if we go to Gaivash here, this is the Duchy of Norrland. So this technically belongs to Norrland. So what we can do, we don't have to go to war directly with Gaivash, because technically this is one of their vassals. All of the land that they have in Sweden is one of their vassals. Where is Gaivash's actual land? They only have a little bit right here. The rest is their, their vassals right here. Latgalians, and Norrland. So Norrland, if we want to be able to get that. And same thing with the Kingdom of Estonia. Like, we just have to get these few provinces here. Probably be easier for us to get that. Now, let's take a look at the empire titles. Now, that would include the Kingdom of Estonia. So this would actually be helpful towards that end. I don't know what this outline part... Oh, this is Duke Norrland, the Duke of Norrland. So this is the Empire of Scandinavia. We need 102 de jure counties. So that's far off in the future. But that includes Denmark. It does include the Faroe Islands. It does include Norway or Iceland. So, yeah, that's a longer term goal. We don't necessarily need to have the Empire of Scandinavia's title. And here's the Wendish Empire. We do have Lithuania and some parts here, but we have to expand into Central Europe. This looks like the Czech Republic, and this is northeastern Germany. So that would be a little rough. We only have 10 out of the 75 counties. So we're doing a lot better here. We currently have one of the 2 required. So you need to have at least 2 kingdom titles within Scandinavia, regardless of the number of counties that you have. So if we take a look here at the kingdoms mode, the kingdom's map, we need to get this land. So a lot of this, like I said, is controlled by Gaivash right here. So, or Norland through his vassal Norland. So we need to get some of this. The Duchy of Norland's pretty strong as its own kingdom, but let's see if we have any claims. Duchy of Karelia, de Jure County. Okay, so we can't declare war against one of his vassals. We have to declare war against his liege lord, which is the kingdom of Gaivash. We don't have any claims here. We could try to claim this title, buy the claim for 500 piety, get an unpressed claim on the Duchy of Norland, which is fine, because then we could actually use that to go to war. Let's buy that claim. Hey, 500 piety, fantastic, but we earn piety so quickly it doesn't really matter. Now if we want to declare war, I can go to war for this, the County of Norland right here. We won't get this part here because this is de jure not actually part of Norland, so that's kind of inconvenient. This actually belongs to the Duchy of Bergslagen. Now the Duchy of Bergslagen is held by the Duchy of Norland, so if we get that, well, it's one of those things where we have to kind of go war bit by bit. We can't just append things. Now that's one of those things that is unlocked with the tech. I think we can actually do multiple goals now because we just discovered that. Now the Gaivash kingdom is pretty weak. It's actually a good time for us to go to war with them, so I think that's what we're going to do. The Duchy of Visby actually was seized by somebody else, by Duke Koli of Pohjanmaa, so that sucks. But we can recreate that. Now this is technically all within the crown of Finland right here. So we're going to also add Uppsala to that. Because Sweden doesn't exist as a kingdom, we're going to create it to be something other than what it is or what other people recognize. What we consider to be Sweden is going to be changed along with everything else. So as we can see here, the Kingdom of Estonia, the Duchy of Estonia, actually is part of Finland as well as the Duchy of Visby. Uppland is in that same boat. They'll be drifting towards Finland with time. So we can go ahead and take these territories if we want to go to war with the Duchy of Norland. We can capture all of this right here. The County of Medelpad and Ångermanland. And I think we'll go ahead and do that because, we're at a pretty good place. And we'll be able to get a couple of territories because, like I said, we don't really have any holdings. We have 2. We have the possibility of having 6. That's the reason why our income is not nearly as strong as it can be. So let's go ahead and declare war on King Dutta. And we'll take our claims right here. Barony of Henanga, Ångermanland will become my vassal, and okay, so right here, Count Odd Ulfason of Ångermanland will become my vassal. So there's already somebody here, and then this will become our direct holding, Medelpad. And that looks good enough. That's going to cost us 225 prestige. Now they have one ally. Do we have people we can call to war? I think we do, but let's double check. So we can call Dalabergslagen, and they're over here, so that's actually going to be pretty helpful. They have 1,000 soldiers. I don't think they're at war with anybody, so that would work. Who else? We can call Novgorod. I don't actually want to call on them too much. Now, the other thing we need to keep in mind is the Mongols are definitely moving west. So Borjigin, the House of Borjigin here, yeah, they're going to be getting here in a little bit. They're doing this pretty quickly. They just started off here, I think, about 1225. I think another 25 years they're going to be knocking at the gates of Gaivash here. So we can take more advantage of that as they crumble, but we also need to make sure that we can withstand that. Now, Karelia is over here. And they're relatively strong, so that's fine. Do we have another duchy? So there's Bjarmia over here, which is not yet created. Ustjug here. We could create these titles here. And then make sure that this doesn't get, number 1, overly powerful. Number 2, it'll be easier to kind of maneuver in terms of large war stuff here. And we also have the rest of Karelia here. So Karelia would be a very, very strong duchy. Now, occupied by leader Vesev Usbinega. Okay, so I guess they're at war with a couple of people. They might have an uprising on their hands. So we need to make sure we keep track of that as well as the game plays on. So for right now, I think what we can do is at least take Medelpad. It's not a, I mean, it's a good province. I'm not gonna you know, turn my nose up at it. We could always grant that to somebody else, but I'm looking for richer provinces, obviously. So we can't necessarily just take away stuff from our vassals here. Now, he's at war with Dukole Pohjanmaa in the war for the county of Kainu. Where's Kainu? Ah. They're my direct vassal. I could probably get in there and just be like, dude, cut it out. End dynasty wars, here we go. We lose a little bit of renown. I don't want them to keep consolidating this. Now, technically, Kainu does belong to them, so I can't really... I mean, I don't have the legal authority to say, hey, stop it. They can't... I mean, I guess I can, right? But I'm not going to. Now, I want to be able to take away Olevandina and give it to Count Diavlad of Olevandina. Now, if I go here to Court Chieftain Aslat, how about I revoke Retract Vassal? And that would be Olevandina. This is an act of tyranny. And we gain stress because we're generous. So this is one of those things that will be a little bit more difficult to do because of our monarch's actual character. Didn't know that was going to be an issue. So maybe our next monarch will be able to do that and kind of rebalance this. Because we, you know, we spent 200 gold creating this duchy here, but this duchy only has one fief. Now we can take a little bit of that stress. Because I don't want... What I don't want happening is Karelia getting too powerful. They already have a bunch of territory here. I don't like that. So Pialinen, who does this belong to? Pialinen belongs to Pohjanmaa. And we need his favor to pass high partition, so we can't do that. So let's wait. This is not essential. And it's okay to have a strong vassal as long as they're loyal. And right now he's loyal, so let's not mess with that too much. But I think we can go ahead and go to war here. Slowly but surely, it's a couple of territories here, a couple of territories there. And that's right, I was looking to see if we had allies we can call. We have Angermanland, no, we have Dalabergslagen, Prince Militi of Finland, but he's actually the ruler of Novgorod. And we also have, who is this? Countess Galenis of Södermanland. Södermanland is over here. I don't know how strong they are. They have 712 soldiers. They are over in our neck of the woods, so that's not necessarily something I'm going to be ruling out. So let's get to war with King Duta. Now, I thought we had the ability to add multiple claims, because if we could, we can also seize the Duchy of Karelia de jure. I thought, let's double check, I thought we had the ability to do that. Let's take a look at the innovations here. Now, we're looking up heraldry, we're researching heraldry, so this will let us, well, we actually already have heraldry, so that allows us to enact high partition. I don't know, his house seniority law. Oldest house member inherits. Ah! Under house seniority succession, the oldest member of your house will inherit all your titles. Huh. I thought this would solve all of our problems. It does not. It's oldest member of the house, so it could be somebody who's like 70 and has nothing, and they'll be able to take all of that. So that's a little weird because we have a bunch of house members. I don't know who's who and where they are at. So now these are the high medieval ages. Now we have the early medieval ages. Now we're still researching mangonels. We're still researching burrs, communal government. Okay, Palatinate, feudal contract. Okay, so we need divine right to press several claims at once, which we're researching. So that's what we're doing right now. So can't do that just yet. That's actually gonna take a while. That's gonna be 11 years. So we're not gonna wait for that, but we can pass high partition soon. So let's go ahead and declare war here. And gain the Duchy of Norland. Now let's just check. Yeah, that's the only one we can do. We do have the prestige for it, no problem. So we're going to go ahead and declare war on King Duta. I think we do have a rally point here. I could be mistaken. I know we used to have one here, but of course that doesn't belong to us anymore, so that's an invalid rally point. But Hälsingland we do, or we can. So let's make a rally point here in Hälsingland. Raise all here. Do we want to call any allies? House member King Pavo. Who's King Pavo? Oh yeah, Lithuania. No, I think we're gonna let him. And then Budoj, Prussia. That's right. These are all my house members or dynasty members. We don't need any of their help. Duke Erki or Count Erki, Arto of Sudovian. Trying to take a look here. Oh, actually. Oh, Duchess Auni is actually better at this than Duke Koli, so no. Count Oni of Tartu. Yeah, none of these guys are quote-unquote good enough. Now, we do have a really nice, really strong court chaplain, so we're going to keep him there. Very, very learned. So we're going to collect all of our army here. We only have 8 champions. I think we should have 9. Yestoy. Who's King Yestoy? Bashkiria. Oh. Super far away again. Just one of those things where he's just doing it for de facto. Okay, so now they're standing still. Let's go to Medelpad. Now we want to capture all of this. We have to go all the way back east, though, to recapture the capital of Vologda because we're actually at war against them. So we need to capture the territories that we need. Now, this is one thing I've discovered that's kind of, I don't know if I call it a bug, but it would list a certain number of men, and then you enlist them, and it's like a lot less than what I thought it would be. I thought it was 3,000 total soldiers. Apparently not. So, we are actually a little bit weaker if we take a look at this. We're barely. But, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call our ally here. Dallebergslagen. Oh, can't call to war. Cannot call vassals as allies in war. That's okay. That's annoying. Okay, do we have anybody who does have this? Okay, so Pudoj. Bayevi does, but he won't accept because he doesn't like me that much. This guy's kind of a jerk. He tried scheming against the former monarch. We kind of let him go, so that was on us. We should have just executed him. Now, it doesn't look like our allies are very strong. I mean, all together. But, no. Now, the other thing I've noticed is that we do have a holy order, but this isn't a holy war. And I don't even know if that was actually a reasonable cause. If we just take a look at this. Okay, well, we can't declare another war. It's interesting, you can't declare multiple wars here. We might end up having to call our allies in anyway. Okay, so it looks like they're having a little bit of an issue with some of their diplomacy here. So, Ihanti, Ekberto Keredigian. Strangfjörður. Where's Strangfjörður? Oh, that's out. That's out in the west. Okay, so we now control Medelpad, and now we need to control Ångermanland. Because that's within what we're actually trying to fight for. So we need Ångermanland and Medelpad. And so once we get those two, we'll be able to send our army due east. And then this shouldn't be too difficult. Now, his ally, the Kingdom of Bashkiria, they're also at war with a bunch of other people, so... Putiata. Marshal by 1. Okay, great. So who would control this? It's Count Odd. Okay, he's Sumanusko. Solitude in Great Hall. Valta seems to have been having a difficult time at our latest feast. He slipped underneath one of the tables and there hid from people for the entire meal. Okay, you know what? I've discovered with... we had a former ruler who was shy and it was very, very difficult to get anything done. gluttonous. I think gluttonous is fine. Stewardship -2. Yeah, let's just be gluttonous. That's fine. Shared prayer. Exiting the temple in Rikala, me and my husband King Ketu end up in the company of some local merchants. They're in the middle of a discussion regarding theology and worldly wealth. I would invest in the temple, but how can I know if that is even Ekras's will? Or Akras's will? Will convince them that Akras has given signs? Gains the building temple grounds. I don't even know what that means. I know somewhere your gold would come to better use. Actually, no. Why would we... Temple grounds. Can we... Okay, let's click here on Rikala. Constructing high tents, prayer halls. What are temple grounds? Okay, so it's nothing here, but we'll convince them that Akras has given signs. Gains the building temple grounds. It doesn't say... Alright, yeah, let's just say that. Yeah, we'll get... Akras has given them signs. Temple grounds constructed in Rikala. Okay, maybe we need to close that. Let it refresh. I don't know. Hela was captured by my vassal Countess Edin during the siege of Sigtuna. Okay. Let's take a look here again at Rikala. Ah, temple grounds. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, so this actually upgraded the temple itself. That's a huge boon. That's super expensive, and that just happened because of an event. That's fantastic. So the shrine became the temple grounds. That increases our taxes by 0.4 a month, and increases our levies by about 100, and increases the garrison by 300. So that's a huge boon. That was great. So now it is a temple. A temple proper. So now we control Ongamanalan. Let's send our army east. Just capture Vologda. It's going to take 2 months. And then we can actually take Medelpad for us. For our own personal domain right here. The county of Medelpad. Herta Virten Kalavan became a witch. Now, this is one of those things that we had the ability to do cold increases prowess by 1. Oh, that's right. We're swaying him. And so hopefully once we sway him, then we can change it to high partition. It doesn't actually affect our heir currently. But it'd be nice to have that ability in the future. Okay, let's follow our army's progress here to Vologda. Neighbor Duke Potovic has won against Countess Aidna of Jamtford and the Jamtford claim the crown of Trondheim. Okay, that's stuff going on in the west here. Okay, good. Now we can actually pass... What happened? We can pass a law. Reckless. Prince Ihanti. Who's Prince Ihanti? Brother. Okay, he's the ruler of the county of Verland. Okay. Now... let's see if we can actually pass this partition law, the high partition law. Perfect. House opinion +5 with Confederate partition, but with high partition, player heir opinion is +15. Direct vassal opinion stays the same. So we lose the house opinion, but that's fine. We're going to pass a succession law to high partition. Change the law. Okay, upon succession, all titles held by the late ruler will be divided amongst their eligible children, with the player heir always being given the primary realm and direct majority title. So that's the same. And then the lion's share titles will go to your heir. The rest will be divided against your, amongst your children. So I think that means at least 50%. I don't know. Younger children will be given titles starting with those with the same rank as the primary title. Okay, so this doesn't quite ensure that the two kingdoms stay intact, but in terms of things like duchies, things like that, that at least stays the same. The player heir will always inherit at least half of the late ruler's titles. So if we have multiple kingdom titles, even if we can form them, that still might pass down to a different person because it's starting at the same rank. So if we have 2 kingdom titles and we have 2 children, this doesn't guarantee that the eldest will get both kingdoms. But if we don't form that kingdom tile, for example, say Sweden, but we have a lot of duchies and titles, that primary heir will get all of the, out of the 2 kids, will get most of those, I'm assuming. And I don't know if there's any way for us to actually figure that out or to say, oh no, this is this. There's probably rules within the game that we can't fiddle with, but at least this way, with what happened with the previous succession where you had 7 kids, then you don't split everything up, and then the main heir gets at least half, because we lost a lot in this partition loss. So this is kind of retroactively trying to rectify the fact that she lost so much, or she should have gotten more, but she didn't. Or, well, she doesn't know that because we haven't passed that law yet. This is, you know, technology they haven't discovered yet, but this will be a good thing to pass. We have enough, more than enough prestige. Let's go ahead and pass that law. Perfect. Okay, so now we're here in Vologda. This is going to take 2 months. Now we need to find one of their armies to defeat them in battle. Now, okay, Sons of Kalevala has been called by Countess Herta as Selpils, who is she at war with? Leader Dobrini of the Peasant Revolt. You can call them for a peasant revolt? Countess Elizabeth has increased her martial by 1. Nice. It's always good to hear. Hide tents constructed in Rikala. Perfect. When your commanders are getting better at their jobs. It's always good. Countess Herta. Now, do we have somebody who could be a better... ish. Not really. Prince Lauri. Oh no! Overruled by stress. What happened? Dark thoughts. Yikes. Okay. Flagellate. Improvident. Lose 80 gold. What does improvident mean? Diplomacy +1, monthly income -15%. Ugh. Okay, that's, I guess, better. Lose 80 gold. I must be strong and resist these impulses. Okay, let's take a look. We can't see what her stress level is. She's barely over that right now. Stress level 1. So let's say we must be strong and resist these impulses. So hopefully there'll be an opportunity. Let's hold a feast, which we can't do right now because we don't have the gold for it, but we will. Now we can just go and besiege all these different places here. Belozera. Who is Belozera? Ah, Latgalians. We don't have any direct quarrel with the Latgalians, so we don't have to do that. A troubling translation. This translation of Herophilus is atrocious. Let me have a look. Wash your hands. Oh, Pavo died. Oh no. Oh no! What happened? Died from his wounds. Are they at war with somebody? Scanian de Jure War. Defending against Duke Johann IV. Wait, okay. Of Scana. Okay, who's technically the vassal of West Francia. Well, Queen Herta. Well, let's see. Offer to join war. Yeah, because if they start capturing all of this, then they're going to wrap all this up here. We don't want Lithuania to become weak again. Oh. Oh no. We can't. We're not allies? Wait. Can we arrange an ally? Let's see. Offer to join war more. That sucks. Okay, well. Ugh. This scandal. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Don't really care. Okay, what I'm afraid of is them capturing the Kingdom of Lithuania and having this be open to them. We can just take the title back again. Oh, goodness. Scanian de jure war for the county of... Wait. County of Bornholm. Okay, so they lost this. Nah, I don't like that. Prince Lauri was taken prisoner by vassal Duke Koli after the Battle of Osel. Who? What? Why? Who? What's going on here? Guys, figure it out. Is he... Wait. Who does this belong to? Count Hanu. Why does he control all these counties where the duchy actually only controls one? Annoyed. I'm annoyed. Ransom Queen Yugurka. Okay, yeah, not for 11 gold I won't. Negotiate an alliance with Countess Maya. Who's Countess Maya? Of Skalovia. Yeah, sure, I mean, sure. Your brother, Prince Olivia, has created the faction with installed Count Olivia Akil on the Finnish throne against you. Oh, my treacherous brother. Why would you do that? And you only control one weird territory up here in the north. It's so strange. The further I delve into my studies, the more apparent the link between mind and ballad becomes. Too much work can make you sick, and the mind is no stronger than its vessel. My wife's friend King Ketu, isn't that my husband, journals about his worries and swears his ease is his mind. Fantastic. Let's do this. We gain the trait Journaler. There we go. Siege 1. Okay, so now we control Belozero. Belozera. Ooh. Viyangi. We need to capture Viyangi. Where are we converting faith? Novgorod? Ah, okay. Okay, that seems fine. I just want to win this war. I don't know if I need to take back this title again. The thing is that I don't know right now if we have the kingdom, the title of the Kingdom of Lithuania. We'll keep it. Construction negotiations. Rauma got beneficial deal for 10 years. Nice. Ooh, Aspiring Blade Master. Oh, that's one of my dukes. Oh, he's a knight. Okay, so that's fine. So we have hide tents and prayer halls in Rikala. We could probably... Well, we can build a third building. I don't know what, though. Do we have a trade port in Turku? I think we do. I don't think we need to necessarily double up on that. We do have a trade port. Viyangi, 38. That is a really rich province. Let's see. Anyega. Yes, and they're also really rich. Let's siege Onyega as well, and we're getting closer to our own territory. So Onyega, Salinas, and Contempochia actually belong to the Duchy of Karelia by de jure. De jure belong to them. Okay, let that happen. Now we want to take a look here. Oh, wait. Okay, cool. Ska, we're now finished. Tuli Virtanen is about to leave. Does she have anything? I mean, not really. I mean, have a good one, I guess. Okay, let's take a look here. Where do we want to promote culture? Novgorod would be good. Four years, perfect. Conversion fervor for 5 years. Oh, nice. Task finished. Okay. Duke Koli's not swayed, but that's fine. I don't really care about that anymore. Countess Ail's daughter. Who else is a really powerful vassal? Oh, Prince Aimo. Oh, okay, Prince Aimo's... Prince Lauri. I wish there was a way to kind of arrange by... Well, he's my most powerful vassal. I just need to make sure that I keep him on my side. So yeah, I guess probably... Can we make him a friend? Do we have that power? No. Ooh, wow, 43. That's crazy. Count Achma. Imprison Countess Maidna. Of Grobin. Okay, Count Butovic's daughter Zeguze and Marite during the siege of Anaslina. Okay, Salinis. Oh, we're actually fighting a battle here. Against whom? Count Havu? No. Wait, are they trying to... Oh, no, okay, so they're... I keep forgetting, that's actually their vassal, right? So it makes sense. Prince Aimo said Bej. Okay, you guys need to stop fighting. We kind of need to knock down this duchy. Too powerful. Too much power concentrated here with one. But if we're going to take away land from anybody, it should be the Karelians. Maybe let's convince him. Let's sway. Nah. Let's keep with the Duke College scheme. We're there already. Okay. Salinis. Who's this? Not the Galleons. Okay, where's Kargopol's? Pavignets? Pavignets, where's... Oh yeah, Pavignets, we can loot Pavignets. From Swedish to finish. Who's Countess Elin? Yes to Kalania. Okay. Holy Order hired. Valta, he now knows a lot of ways to get what he wants. Most importantly, he is highly aware of the political implications of those wants. Okay, integrate. What Weaver? Duke Koli of Pohjanmaa. Who's he fighting against? The Peasant Revolt. 2 soldiers. Okay, their Holy Order obviously is not super strong. Okay, so this would be my son, Prince Valta, Oh, I thought Valta was my grandson. Okay, so Valta's going to be marrying Amku Wilkes. Okay. House Virten and Calavan. I don't know what this plus is. As both parents have this trait, it will get inherited. It might intensify, resulting in robust. Okay. Okay, perfect. Excellent. Oh, he's my youngest. Okay, Valta. Tulli is betrothed, but she left the court. Okay, we won this war. Enforced demands. We get the Duchy of Norland and the County of Medelpad. Perfect. Wait, didn't we just... There we go. So be it. Let's disband all of our armies. Now we have 3 holdings. Selanga. Selanga's ours. What's the perk? Restraint. Carefree. Desuri part of the Duchy of Norland. Okay. And this belongs to Countess Aline of Gestikalandia. So I don't want to take that away from her. I could. I'm totally within my rights to. I can create the duchy now. Oh, actually, no, I can... Okay, I already have that title. So technically, the County of Ångermanland is now my direct vassal. Because they're the vassal of the County of Norland, or the Duchy of Norland, which is what I have. Okay, right. Let's increase control here. In Medelpad. Success. Now, we also want to convert culture there as well. So this is Sweden right here. This is still Sami. If we take a look at the kingdoms map, this is all Sami right here. Auni. What does Auni have a claim to? Prussia, Courland, Parmesania, Zemegalians, Natangia, Sambia. That's the claim on the Duchy of Courland. I mean, what am I supposed to do about that? Oh, so this is technically Denmark. So this is Sweden, not Skåne. Uppland is going to be part of Finland. It's drifting towards Finland. Now we need this. The Duchy of Bergslagen. Who is that? Okay, good. Except for 100 gold. Perfect. Tingvala. Let's, we can buy this claim here. Alexei Volodymyr has a claim on the county of Dubrovcia. Dubrovitsia? Nah, that's fine. Don't really care about that. This is what I care about. Occupant Count Lilik of Babruisk. Let's get this title, the Duchy. Let's make a claim here. 500 piety. Petty King Kolbein has lost against King Ulf of the Daneland, the Holy War of the Duchy of Hjelland. Okay, so let's take a look at the duchies here. Now, Bergslagen has all of this. This is all the Gaivash Kingdom, so we could definitely use that. Övre Dalarna, Värmland, and Västmanland, but we have to wait. I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. Viken. When did that become... Perikin Kolban Guttormson of Viken. When did they get that? I want that. Deft diplomacy. My Chancellor Countess Herta has worked hard to convince our neighboring realms and vassals that the peace treaty I entered with King Dutav Gaivash is flawed, illegitimate, and unfair to me. I'm once again free to declare war upon him as I please. That is awesome. Incredible work, Herta. Perfect. Now we can go to war with the Gaivash Kingdom for this territory here. You can ransom Zegui. Okay. 1325. Yeah, that's fine. Wait. My alliance with Countess Maya of Skolovia has ended since Count Uryu of Skolovia and Countess Maya of Skolovia are no longer married or betrothed. Low county control of Metal Path. So we're fixing that. Okay, so that's great. I actually was like, oh, we have to wait. No, we can actually take this land now. And then we can take all three of these ourselves. This is held by Duke Svein the second himself. And then this would be Count Torstein. Duke Svein, we can actually take this directly from him. Westeros and Tingvala. We'll take both of these. Thank you very much. And then we can let our vassal take Uvre Delana. Perfect. We'll take that now before anybody else does. So let's say Bergslagen. Now, we have a claim here. Let's declare war. We have it on my claim for the county of Bergslagen, the duchy of Bergslagen. Perfect. And so, Duke Svein II, Sveinsson of Bergslagen, will become my vassal. Okay, so we won't actually take control of that, but that's fine. We want that territory. Declare war. Let's just see. Do we have any other good claims in the area? Not really. Seize de jure duchy. Oh, that's the one piece of land out here. It's Pskov. Wait. Kingdom does... When did they get this? That's whack. Nope, that was supposed to be ours. Well, oh, you know what? What the... Why didn't they call on us for help? Defending against Prince Aimo of Finland and the Satakunten claim of the Duchy of Novgorod. Okay, so we have my brother fighting against my other brother. Oh, this is the other thing. When you have a bunch of siblings who gain stuff, they can get really fighty. That sucks. Okay, well, I don't want that to be happening. Okay, and when did they get this? Alright, well, in any case, I'm going to focus here. Declare war, let's say, my claims. And we'll rally again here. I think we have... Don't we have a rally point? Seilanga, yeah. I don't know who controls all this. Is Count Lilik of Babruisk. Now, can we actually... Metal Pad gains martial guidance for 5 years. Perfect. Now, can we actually take this away from the Duchy of Babruisk? They're actually controlling a lot of this. I don't know what their war is for. Siege of Modum. Okay, so we can. Who are they at war with? Okay, so defending against Count Bishke of Hedmark and the Hedmark claim on the Count of Polotsk. Okay, so this is something completely different. And those people are just trying to take territory because it's there. But they don't actually have any claim on this. So we'll take these 3 territories. We'll go from Uvedlana to Vermanaland and Vestmanaland. Okay. Oh, what just happened? Why does this belong to the Duchy of Novgorod now? Okay, so my prince... Okay, my brother, Prince Aimo, took this and now formed... They took the title of the Duke of Novgorod. So now they have all of Novgorod, plus they have these territories, Kokanois, and then these two territories here. Ugh, come on. Of course we're getting raided. Is that my county? I mean, it's mine, but it's not mine. It's my vassals. How long is this siege going to take? We really need to recruit more siege weapons.